What is up everybody and welcome back to another Among Us video. So we can all agree that the map of Polus is filled with mystery. It's a planet that is located millions of miles away from Earth, which is where the crewmates came from. Polus looks very different to every other map in Among Us. It's a planet that is constantly snowing. Every time you get onto play, it's always snowing outside. The terrain is also very purple, which is a unique feature of this planet. But there is one mystery that is yet to be solved, and I'm talking about the lava pools, because it's not just one, there are several, and there's a creature hiding underneath them, and that's Molten. And before we get any further into this video, if you enjoy my content and want to see more, let's try to reach our like goal of 25,000 likes. That way I know you want to see more of these type of videos. And if you want to be part of the Chari family, make sure that you hit that subscribe button with the bell icon turned on. That way you're one of the first to watch these videos. But now let's begin with the story of Molten, the impostor of lava. So as I mentioned earlier, the map of Polus is very mysterious. If we take a look at the entire planet, which we can see with the logo, part of the planet is missing because some large creature got a little hungry. But that's a story for another video. And I know you can't really see the planet because of the name. Let me find a better picture. If we take a look at this image, you can see the part of the planet that is missing. And right above it, you can actually see the base, which is a location that you do your task, and also where the lava pool is located. As you can see, the base is very close to the North Pole, because you can see all the snow. And as I mentioned earlier, it's always constantly snowing whenever you're on Polus. The base is also surrounded by mountains. And the thing about Polus is that you're actually located near a cliff, because whenever you do reactor, you can see that the walls are very steep, which means that you're most likely on top of a cliff. And I have no idea why the crewmates decided to build up here. I'm not sure if they lost their mind, or maybe it's for a certain reason. So now let's go back to the planet. If we take a look at the part of the planet that is missing, it's all orange and yellow, which is lava. And if the entire core is just lava, it would make sense why there's a lava pool on the base of the crewmates. And I believe the crewmates use this lava for energy, because I don't believe that the scientists that went to this planet would build right next to the lava pool, which could be very dangerous for all of the crewmates. But if we know anything about Among Us, the crewmates don't really care. So now that we established that Polus is just one big lava pool, and the base is found on top of a mountain, because of the previous image that I showed you, there was mountains everywhere, the crewmates are actually on top of a volcano. And let me explain. As you can see here, this is the entire base that is found on Polus. On the far right, you can see the lava pool that I was talking about. If you don't play Polus, then it's right there. And this is all we can see. But if we take a closer look, you can see that there is a very large canal that is extended outside of the base, but we can't see the rest, unfortunately. But let's just assume that this canal keeps going. Where would it go? And I believe the answer is basic. The lava's coming out of the volcano, which they're most likely on top of, because as I mentioned earlier, they're surrounded by mountains or volcanoes. And if we take a look at this real life image, doesn't it look kind of familiar? The lava's coming out of the volcano and it made a sort of canal, which you can see on Polus. And it's totally possible that the crewmates are using the lava as energy, because lava is very hot, so the lava can be used as geothermal energy. And yes, I did have to Google this. It is possible to turn lava into energy. That's a fun fact. So now that we understand how the lava pool works on Polus, how did Molten get there? So Molten is the impostor of lava. He can be found underneath the lava pool, and he's been there ever since the crewmates arrived. He wasn't always there. So the story of Molten starts off like this. The crewmates finally establish a base on Polus, and many crewmates decided to move to this new location. Many of these crewmates were scientists and engineers who were trying to make life on Polus much easier for the common crewmates. But many crewmates began to go missing, such as the first captain, who eventually turned into Captivate, Andromeda, and Patient Zero, who was the first imposter. Keep in mind that there's other imposters that are also in the game, but these are some of the first. So now the crewmates had to worry about the imposters possibly sabotaging their plans, so they would eject crewmates. And sometimes they weren't even imposters, they were just innocent. But there was one imposter in particular who was feared by many crewmates on Polus, and his name was Mole. Mole was an imposter who struck fear against everyone. Nobody was safe. He would just roam around Polus looking for his next victim, and he would always be constantly hiding from everyone else. So how did Mole turn into Molten? Well, according to the legend, Mole was the first imposter to be sent to the lava pool after he was captured. Mole was thrown into the lava pool, and the crewmates believed that they would never see him again, but they were wrong. Chrono gave Mole a fire resistance potion, which prevented Mole from burning in the lava, so he was just hiding below. Mole didn't know how to swim, so he was just stuck down there. And that is when he would constantly see bodies go down the lava pool from the crewmates and imposters who were ejected. And since he didn't have anything to eat, well, you know the rest. Mole began to grow in size, and after thousands of bodies, he was one big fat imposter. Chrono saw all of this and decided to give him a new body. He wanted Mole to camouflage with his surroundings, so the majority of his body was now lava with a few purple rocks. So now he was able to hide, and the crewmates had zero clue this was going on, up until one of the crewmates decided to drop the temperature of the lava pool. And that is when Mole appeared. The crewmate couldn't believe what he was witnessing. The crewmate tried to run away, but it was too late. Molten already got him. The word began to spread across all of the stations that there was a lava monster. A few other crewmates managed to encounter Molten, so the story was true. And the crewmates referred to this lava monster as Molten, because the crewmates found out that he was actually Mole, the first imposter to be thrown out into the lava pool. And his body looked like molten lava, so that's how he got the name Molten. So if you ever go near the lava pool and decide to drop the temperature, make sure to think twice. Molten is most likely watching you. If you did enjoy this story video and want to see more, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you want to support a smaller creator, make sure to go check out Lazy Doggo's channel, which will be linked down below. So make sure that you subscribe to him. And if you're new to my channel and want to see more, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And check out these other story videos that are found on my channel.